Okay, you guys, so I'm very upset. I went ahead and posted the beginning video that it said messages of love. However, my video cut off in the middle of it, froze up. It froze up in the middle of me going over everything. So I'm very upset about that, but I felt like this is something that I could go back over. So this is part 2 of this. So I went ahead and clarified all of these things. I mean, it was a good read. It was probably like 20 minutes of this read. So let's just talk about this. So we had second chances. We had awakening in the reverse. We had stability. We had, look at all these cards that came out. I'm so upset. True love. We had retreat, self-care, play hard, and time apart. So let me just go ahead and go over this with you, and I'll go ahead and clarify again. So if it was meant to come out, it'll come out again, right? So basically what it was with the second chances came in with the 9 of Pentacles, clarifying the second chance. 9 of Pentacles comes out with success, great love, and rewards. That comes with second chances. If you look here, and what I was basically saying is that this is a realtor who is showing this man and woman a house. They're going through the doors of, and this is my card deck, the 78 doors, but they're going through and they're showing this person this new property, because second chances cause more growth than anything. This relationship deserves a second chance. And so now that you guys are on the same path, basically the 2 of Pentacles, you guys aren't juggling your priorities or juggling what means more to you. You guys are in sync now. This is a man and a woman jumping in the pool together, like what is it called? What are those swimmers called? Anyway, so that's what they are, and that's the 2 of Pentacles energy. 2 of Pentacles is, like I said, is juggling your priorities, doing things with ease, and adapting to a situation, right? So you guys are willing to adapt, kind of like in the Hangman energy, but the awakening came in reverse. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. Awakening is here. So with awakening, we have the High Priestess energy. That is using your intuition. You know, High Priestess is something that can only be understood through experience. The High Priestess energy also says that your intuition will always point you in the right direction, right way or direction. Recognize the hidden signs and meanings all around you as guidance is at hand. So that is the awakening in reverse. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. I think you guys both went through that. You've already been through it, and so that's the reason why you're willing to have a second chance. But then these cards came out in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles energy. So the Ace of Pentacles energy is missed opportunities, financial problems, and bad investments. This would have happened if you guys would have stayed together in this situation, and that is kind of how I see that. But because the second chances are coming, you guys have looked at things, you juggled your priorities. You were in the 9 of Cups energy, which is again great love, success, and reward. So you guys are being rewarded from taking time apart. Then we have the 9 of Cups energy. So the 9 of Cups energy in reverse at that, right? The 9 of Cups energy is sluggish, exaggeration, and lack of joy. And so with this being said, you know, that is where you guys were, and that's why you needed to have a spiritual awakening, and that's what the universe caused you guys to separate in order to do so. But you had to do it separate, not together. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is negative, being in a negative phase of your life and feeling like everything is out of control, you know, or you have a lack of control. But it also feels like bad luck, like every time you turn around it's something different. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. So where I was at is I was saying that with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is like negative phases, bad luck, and lack of control. So if you guys would have stayed in this energy, this was the energy that you probably were in before you decided to have a spiritual journey or take time out for a spiritual journey, right? That was probably the energy that you were in. But then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse as well. So the Knight of Wands is my Drake energy card, but in reverse, it's a different meaning. The Knight of Wands in reverse is being impatient, anger, and arguments that were happening. That's why the universe said, you know, stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. But somebody, with this being in reverse, someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation, but it was you two. Both of you and the person that you were dealing with were going through this spiritual transformation. And in turn, the universe said, this is why you needed to do that. So the stability card comes in, and the reason why the universe said that, and you guys both decided to work on yourself as you split from this relationship. Stability. It says this relationship can stand the test of time. And so here it is. We have the 4 wands in the upright. And it can stand the test of times. With the 4 wands, they're saying that, peace and happiness and harmony can come if you guys get into this awakening and understand that this situation is a true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. And so, yes, all of these cards came out. Strength card came out. That was the first card that came out. And the strength says, strength is not always physical. Your patience, compassion, and gentle spirit is what makes you strong, not the sharpness of your words. So that is where it says this love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. You not using force in order to get your point across anymore. I say that because all of these cards here were showing that there was frustration here. And that's why there was a need for a physical journey or a spiritual journey. Right? And so the Ace of Swords is here. This is the maze here. The Ace of Swords is having the reason in mind and the sharp mind in order to go through something or understand what you're going through, but you have to go through this maze. And so it says, seek clarity in your situation. A clear vision is a roadmap to success. So not only do you know that you have the strength to be able to take time apart, you're knowing that this is a true love, and so you'll be successful if you know the vision of this relationship or situation. And then we have the Knight of Cups energy. So the Knight of Cups energy is always follow your heart. It'll never lead you astray because it knows things that the mind can't explain. You know that this person is what could be your soulmate or could be somebody that you could spend the rest of your life with. Both of you guys know that. But if you were in denial, you either would have tried to make this work and then end up in this rage and nasty bitterness. Not saying that that wasn't the case, saying that you're not there right now. And so with that being said, the Knight of Cups is here. And the Knight of Cups is basically being infatuated and finding out and knowing a person's well-being and where they're at, and looking out for someone's well-being, if that makes sense, right? And so that is all with this being a true love, right? So then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles says you can't get the results without first doing the work. Show up, work hard, and keep pushing. This spiritual transformation that you guys are both on, this spiritual journey that you guys are both on and have been through, because it says someone was going through if it was in the upright, but because it's in reverse, you've already got through it. You know what I mean? So you have to go through something to get through it, but that's where the Knight of Pentacles energy is. You can't get the results without first doing the work. Without first doing the work. Show up, work hard, and keep pushing every day. Then we have the Two of Swords energy. The Two of Swords is trust. The Two of Swords is also indecision. It also is finding solutions in regards to a difficult situation. But the Two of Swords, if you see here, this lady, this nun is at the front door, at her front door, and there's a baby there. So someone trusted in this coven in order for them to take care of their baby because they couldn't do it. But the nun also had to trust in themselves and in the universe to say this is something that we can do. So you guys trust each other enough to be able to separate and figure out what it is that you really want to do. Because the King of Wands is a true leader that leads from the heart and inspires others to do more, dream bigger, and be better. You never wanted the worst for this person. You guys just couldn't see eye to eye, if that makes sense. But then we have the Nine of Swords energy. The Nine of Swords is stress, anxiety, and hopelessness. And so that is what you were feeling. You guys both were feeling when it came to, being in that situation. And that's the reason why you guys had to go on a spiritual journey. So then this is the Ace of Wands energy. And so the way that I explained this is that he's at this door, this great magician, the one who's able to manifest and do any spells, reminded me, because I am watching the Lord of the Rings, and I'm watching the first Lord of the Rings, and remember when they got to the the what am I saying? Oh, remember when they got to the not the elves, but the dwarfs, the mountain, and they were trying to get in the door, and Gandalf, the big wizard, was like, "Open sesame," or he was like, "Doors open," because he can open any door with his magic and his powers, and he's that strong. But it took for Frodo to read and say, "Oh, wait a minute, it's a riddle. What's the elvish word for friend?" And as soon as he said it, because Gandalf was like sitting there like, "I can open any door. I have the power to manifest." It's the magician energy, right? "I can open any door. I have the power to manifest anything. I can move mountains, and I can do this, and I can do that. Let's open this door." But this door is stuck. This door won't open until you understand that sometimes it's not the power of your words. Listen, strength energy, which is at the beginning of this, right? Sometimes it says strength is not always physical. Your patience, compassion, and gentle spirit is what makes you strong, not the sharpness of your words, right? And that's what Frodo was. Frodo was lost. He didn't know what it was that he wanted to do. He was doing this journey. He was scared. He didn't really know what it was about and what was to come. But he said, "Oh, wait a minute, it's a riddle." He sat there and he thought about it and he read it over and over again. And the riddle is the meaning of friend in Elvish. And so he knew that. So that was showing him that no matter how strong, how old, and how powerful you think you are, the power of your tongue and the strength that you do things with, turns around and makes you stronger if you just be patient and be calm in the process of whatever you're going through. And so that was kind of, for me to say that, is how this other person that you were dealing with sees you. As, they might be the powerful all Gandalf or feel like they were, but for some reason, something about Gandalf is gentle, but Frodo is even gentler. I'm just saying, and so that is, you can conquer all being a Cancer, as long as you believe in yourself. The elf was there and he didn't believe in himself, or he believed in himself enough to say that I can do this, and so that's what he did. And so with that being said, the Hermit card is here. This is retreating from distraction to determine your own truth. And I say that, and we're going back to Frodo, because he had to figure out if this was something that he could do, because all the other men couldn't do the same thing that he could, so he had to sit back and think about it and look at his friends and say that I have to leave you guys now, because now I have to do something that nobody is able to do, and I can't trust anyone. I only can trust myself. So this is the Hermit card. Like I said, retreating from distraction to determine your own truth. The Hermit also says, where is it at? Hold on. The Hermit card, here it is. Sometimes you need to withdraw in order to rediscover your own rich inner world through tranquility, meditation, and reflection. So no matter how many scenarios you play in your head, it's about you and what can get the best of you if you go and you overthink a situation. But then we have the King of Swords. Yeah, I said it right. The King of Swords energy. When faced with a difficult situation, be impartial and carefully evaluate all your options with a rational mind. Now, when you decided to walk away from this situation, you didn't know how it was going to go. But what you did is you guys both went your separate ways. And because this person was okay with healing themselves, you turned around, healed yourself, and for some way, the universe brought you guys back together. And that is where you are. So the King of Swords again says, when faced with a difficult situation, be impartial and carefully evaluate all your options with a rational mind. If you look at this card here with the Hermit, he's refusing food because he's in a droughted place, but his confidence is there. But he's saying, I have to go through this and figure it out on my own first before I accept help from anyone else. Does that make sense? And then he turned around and the devil is here. So the devil is, self-destructive patterns. Because, if this doctor, because this person is going through all this, there's no food, there's a lack, and somebody is just handing them. This could be a mirage, but it's not. This is self-destructive patterns when it comes to determining your own truth. So, that's what this devil energy is here for. Like when in the midst of going through stuff, there can be several types of temptation brought your way, you and your partners. And if they fall weak for it, then that's what they wanted. But here it is. We have the King of Wands. This lady or this person could be feeding her all types of stuff, but it's up to her. Just because she's old and in a wheelchair, does she need to take the things that this person is suggesting because they're getting rich off of her or him, whoever this is? Take what resonates. So those are self-destructive patterns. Does that make sense? I have a doctor and I can ask for all these things to make my pain and sorrows go away, or I can deal with it this way. And I'm not just saying because she's old, whatever. It's just an analogy that I'm giving you. But this is the energy also with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords energy is overthinking, self-criticism, and entrapment. But the Eight of Swords also is you feeling this way, like you're having, you don't know if this is which way you should go or which way you shouldn't go. So the Eight of Swords says the only limits to self-empowerment are those that you place upon yourself. So this could be you overthinking, and this could be, you feeling like somebody is bothering you, but at the same time, it's your thoughts. You're in control of your thoughts. You have to see what it is you want, and that was a need for healing on both of you guys' part. But then we have the Magician again, remember? So the Magician is this strong person who's able to manifest everything. You can manifest change, you can manifest this. But remember, this same Magician couldn't open the doors because he didn't know that elvish word. Well, he probably knew it, but he was so busy using his powers to manifest the things or to open the doors that it was just one simple word that brought the doors open. Does that make sense? So all the power in the world can not beat having a peace of mind. Does that make sense? And that's just kind of how I saw that. And then the Five of Swords energy. Now look, this lady is sad. Five of Swords energy is feeling like there's an unwinnable situation, or feeling like you've been defeated, But this is the reason. This is how you felt because, and this is why it was time for a healing, Five of Swords says, words can be as sharp as any blade. Carefully examine how you treat others and allow them to treat you. So with this being said, it's like you could be in a situation to where you feel like you're God's gift to green earth, or vice versa, but you guys took time out. Instead of going through that, you decided that you were going to use the blessings and with the Six of Cups energies, and remember why you guys started this in the first place, because this is a mature type of energy. Even though it may hurt, you're using this energy with the Six of Cups, to for nostalgia, memories, blessings, things like that, because you could love this person, and that's the reason why you're able to have a second chance. The Six of Cups says happiness lives for as long as you keep the memory alive and the perfections of the memory of the perfections alive. So then we have retreat. So what you did is you listened to the universe and you did a spiritual healing, but you also kind of still kept an eye on the other person. This is the Knight of Swords energy. And so the Knight of Swords energy says, be tough, be ambitious, know what you want and go after it in a single-minded determination. This is the guy scoping out another house. This is not good energy right here, but that doesn't mean that this is your energy. Your energy is to go after what you need, and that's healing. That's why you guys separated. Now that doesn't mean that this other person will go and still stick to the plan unless they're truly yours, but at this point it's telling you time alone or in nature will help you recharge. And so you're going to figure out what it is that you want. Then there's self-care. So based on the healing as well, the self-care tells you clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. Before you make a decision on what it is that you want to do, if you want to feel like there's a jealous type of energy, or you feel like you want to move forward with somebody else, remember why you started this. This could be Ten of Cups energy for you if you just have this spiritual awakening, but that's the reason why it says that you're not in a spiritual awakening. With it being in reverse, you've already had it, you and the person that you're dealing with. And so here it is, second chances is here, and this could happen. 10 of Cups energy, which is love, satisfaction, and harmony with self-care. As long as you take care of yourself, you can turn around and be in the Knight of Cups energy, which is a romantic encounter with the person who is there for a second chance. Now again, if this isn't an old relationship, it could be a new relationship, because it says here a new love or recommitment to love is developing. So we also have the Three of Pentacles. Now you're ready to work as a team. Now you see results, and based on you healing, and you're ready to work as a team. And maybe you and this other person who has separated feels the same way. And then we have play hard. So play hard is comes out. It says find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. So now you're coming at it in a different way. The Seven of Swords energy is, having the keen mind and the intelligent mind, but you're not insecure about this. So you're going to go ahead and enjoy yourself, and in the energy of feeling insecure, feeling like there's some type of anger, and that there is the ending, because there's no endings. New endings make, and this is the death energy, endings that make transformation and rebirth possible. So you're playing hard because you're over the angry stages. You have worked on yourselves, and then you've secured yourself and limited the way you did things when it came to everything outside of you. You went ahead and did that, and now with the Five of Wands energy, it's up to this other person if they want to break down the barriers, or if they still want to be in conflict, or have enough strength to be able to be in a relationship to where you could play hard and enjoy each other's company. So then we have time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. That's what happened when you went and had this spiritual journey. You distanced yourself, and here it is. The moon energy is here. Now, if you didn't heal, do you see this lady walking on the beach? Hold on. And she's pregnant. There she is. She's walking on the beach, and she's pregnant, and she's by herself, under the moon, and the door is right here, and the door isn't open. The door is locked. So if you don't have time apart, this could be the scenario that can happen. If you don't have time apart and order and heal at the same time, then this is what could happen. You can be having a baby without that person there with you. You guys just will be co-parents, and that's not what you want. But the Four of Swords energy is here. There's a lot of air energy here. There's a lot of energy here, but I'm just saying. The Four of Swords is here, and this is being patient. If you see, this guy is blind, and he's being patient, and he's trusting in himself in order to be able to get himself where he needs to be. So that time apart and having patience of unknown what's going to happen gives you and always puts you in the Queen of Pentacles energy. A loving family is one of the greatest blessings in life. Protect and care for them no matter what. And remember, like I say, JDS always says that this can be toxic to ourselves if we try to make things better by seeing the potential in someone else and not really healing and taking care of ourselves. But that's why this reading is here. It's telling you to take care of you. Take care of you and make sure that you nurture yourself, and in turn you will be able to nurture any other energy. But you are healing from this situation. So again, this could be a new love, or this could be a recommitted to love. Recommitment to love is developing. And then at the bottom of the deck was the Three of Swords. If you don't heal and you try to stay in this relationship without healing, this is what you'll go through. All of these negative energies here, but that's the reason why the universe is saying, do this work. You have the strength in order to get through this true love. This person is your true love. Stability. This relationship can stand the test of times, and here it is, the Three of Swords. You don't want to be in this energy. You don't want to be old and unhealed and be wishing negative on people. You see, she has, what are those things called? Like the voodoo type dolls there, and she's miserable. She's sitting in her old rocking chair and is mad and evil at the world because somebody moved on and is happy without them. And so that's not the energy that you want to be in. So I just wanted to go ahead and try to clarify that, because this is the read that I had. My camera froze up, but I might can try to put these together. I'm not sure, but this is where we are. You don't see the shuffling here. I was going to shuffle and pull the cards, but the video is long enough. I think this was a good read. I think both of you guys healed, and now healing brings new love. All right, you guys, have a nice day. Someone went through a spiritual awakening. All right, bye-bye.